succeeding in pro football. But in recent years, rules changes that forbid a defensive back from bumping receivers 5 yards past the line of scrimmage have enabled a number of pint-sized pass catchers like Mark Clayton to make their mark on the game. There are also athletes under 5'10" who are playing running back and defensive back. History is in the short man's favor. Being small didn't prevent a 5'6" general named Napoleon from conquering most of Europe. And now small football players are conquering the NFL. They are Davids in a world populated by Goliaths, twigs in a forest of tall timber. They are the NFL's wee men, but they have registered a huge impact on the modern pro game. Many teams have recently discovered that little things really do mean a lot, and many small players are standing tall in the NFL. As world champions, the Washington Redskins and their Smurfs, receivers Charlie Brown, Virgil Say, and Alvin Garrett, number 89, prove that little guys can yield big dividends. Now, the tiny twin towers of the Miami Dolphins propel pro football's most potent passing attack. A bird's eye view makes it abundantly clear that number 85, Mark Duper, can cut defenders down to size with his incredible speed. Mark Clayton, number 83, who like Duper stands 5'9", boasts a vertical jump of 38 inches, meaning that when he goes up to snare a pass, he becomes almost 9 feet tall. The Minnesota Vikings have several little shavers who would seem to be more at home at Disneyland than in a football stadium. But the dart-like moves of diminutive Darren Nelson, number 20, a 5'9" running back, can dwarf an opponent. On occasion, Nelson also returns punts. And when he gets bowled over, there is another undersized overachiever who can pick up the slack. At 5'8", Leo Lewis, number 87, is a small wonder who is quick and rugged. As a backup receiver, Lewis has the ability to stretch his minimal frame to get maximum results. In 1985, the resurgent Vikings found another Tom Thumb with sticky fingers in Anthony Carter, number 81. Among the human skyscrapers who comprise the San Diego football skyline is a dollhouse of a running back named Lionel James. At 5'6", James is the NFL's smallest player. But in week 3, his 316 combined yards made the big difference in a wild Charger win over Cincinnati.
Draw play, Lionel James got a big hole. 50, 45, breaks in the secondary. 25, 20, may go all the way. 10, 5, touchdown. Bounce under pressure, steps up, firing long for James. He's all alone. Catch at the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Lionel James.
Lionel James and the half-pint heroes who go full throttle on the football field have demonstrated that we men can rise above their height limitations to tower above the competition. Sharp Electronics presents the Sharp NFL Sports Fact. Fullback Larry Zonka of the Miami Dolphins once carried the ball for nearly 2 consecutive seasons without fumbling. But who holds the NFL record for most fumbles in a career? Back with the answer after this message.
Printing quality beyond my greatest expectations.
Famous ghostwriters on Sharp Electronic Portables.
Mine had the correction key.
2K memory. I could have reached new heights.
The 70-character screed, I could have written a tale of 3 cities.
Sharp Electronic Portables.
Truly, these are the best of times.
From sharp minds come sharp products. The player with the most career fumbles in the NFL is quarterback Roman Gabriel of the Rams and Eagles. During his 15 pro seasons, Roman coughed the ball up a record 105 times. But that often occurred because Gabe was trying to avoid being sacked. When he did escape the rush, Gabriel's passes usually found their target, but at a price.
I think at times Roman was too tough for his own good. He hated the idea of being sacked, And sometimes he would physically stand up there and take 4 and 5 shots and sometimes get the pass away. But in the process, his body took a tremendous amount of abuse.
Despite such batterings, Roman led the Rams to 3 division titles and was NFL Player of the Year in 1969. In his career, he passed for nearly 30,000 yards and 200 touchdowns. And when he was traded to Philadelphia in 1973, he led the league in passing. Gabriel may have been the league's worst fumbler, but he retired with the NFL's lowest lifetime percentage of passes intercepted.
Call any Air Express company and ask if they'll guarantee to give the exact status of your package within 30 minutes or your money back.
Yeah. 150 years ago in Wyoming's Medicine Bow Mountains, a tough band of explorers and fur trappers battled for survival. Men like John C. Fremont, Jim Bridger, and Jeremiah Johnson scratched and clawed their way through the wilderness.